My name is Dr. Esther Trufan, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a sodium bicarbonate solution. For this experiment, you're going to use sodium bicarbonate or baking soda and deionized water. Because we're making a solution, we're going to use a volumetric flask, and today I am using a 100 milliliter volumetric flask. We never want to leave our volumetric flask unlabeled, so we will be using some kind of marker or a labeling system. To record the mass of the sodium bicarbonate that we are adding, we'll be using a spatula for the addition, a weighing paper or weighing boat for the measurement, and a scale for the mass. So we'll start with our mass measurement. We turn on the scale, place our weighing paper on top of it, press tare, and when it goes to 0.00, we add 1 gram of our sodium bicarbonate. It can be a little more or a little less, but we want to stay as close as possible to that 1 gram amount. And I have 1.02 grams of the sodium bicarbonate. Any excess that I have left over can be discarded either in the sink or a solid waste container. With that, I am done with my scale. I will take my weighing paper and fold it so that it creates a little funnel. And that is how I will transfer its contents into the volumetric flask. I will pour everything into it. And now it's empty. I discard my weighing paper and set my scale to the side. And then I am going to add some deionized water. First, I'm adding a small amount. I swirl it. The swirling is to make sure that it dissolves. And you never want to add all the water in at once. You want to add it in small increments. When you do that, you make sure that it's fully dissolved, and eventually it will be fully homogeneous. It looks like it is fully dissolved. Our next task is to make sure that we fill up the volumetric flask with water all the way to the mark. Now, this is the part where you can add small increments of water and swirl. And if your hands are not steady, it's a good idea to reach for a pipette and a bulb and make the adjustments slowly. I am getting really close to the mark. And I'm not going to leave anything up to chance, because if I go over the mark, I need to start again from the beginning. There is no fixing a solution that was poorly constructed. So let's go get a pipette and a bulb. I have a pipette and a bulb, and it looks like I'm only missing about a drop or two. So this is a really crucial stage for me. I will lower myself so I can see the meniscus, and I can be at eye level with the mark. I want to get the meniscus to be right at the line. And that's it. When I'm done, I squeeze the remaining water into the sink or a waste container. I make sure I am correct. And then I take my cap, place it on top of my volumetric flask. And this is the part where we homogenize. We swirl it back and forth. And when we are satisfied, we label our volumetric flask. We're going to say this has the sodium bicarbonate solution. Sometimes it's a good idea to add the date when you created your solution so that you can keep track of it. And if there are multiple groups working in the same space, it's a good idea to add some kind of group name to it so that you can easily identify your sample. And with that, you're done and ready to move on to your next step.